So let's jump into the Jonathan because I don't want to spend too much time on the Jonathan Major situation because it wasn't a lot that really happened today anyway. It was closing arguments. Um, and like I said, it wasn't a lot. So I just want to do a quick overview of what happened. We'll do a quick discussion. Where am I at? Do a quick discussion and move on to the next thing. So like I said, closing statements were delivered today. Let me see who started it. I think Priya Chardri started it. She says this is her closing arguments. Priya Chardri said Jonathan Majors is innocent and that Grace is a liar. The defense attorney Priya Chardri began saying, according to reports, then she pulled up the surveillance footage from the night of the alleged assault. We all saw that. You know what I mean? He puts her back in the car because they're in the middle of moving traffic. She keeps grabbing him. He tells her to leave him alone. He helps her out of the car. He walks her safely to the sidewalk. She continued. Miss Charger also added that the accuser was not hurt when she got out of the car. And we all saw that she was not hurt. She was irate, highly upset. Like she was trying to reach, you know what I'm saying, rip my man's pocket off, reaching into his pocket trying to grab the phone. We all saw that. We all saw how she was draped on my man's like a Ghostface Killer robe back in the day when he used to sport the gold eagle on his arm. You remember them days?
Nope.
You know, when Ghostface used to rock the robe? What, Mika? What you talking about, man? Wu-Tang is forever, dog. What are you
Not
talking
Wu-Tang is forever.
What are you talking about?
I cannot.
She also went in and said she was revenge partying, charging champagne to the man she was angry with. The stranger she went clubbing with told you. The video showed you she had a ball. The attorney added that footage seemed to show the accuser smoking illegally. I like that she added that smoking illegally in a nightclub with her right hand, her left busy holding her glass of champagne, arguing that she didn't appear to be hurt after the alleged assault. And looking at those videos, it did not seem like she was arguing. This is coming also saying that Victoria B. Kempis adds that because she was live tweeting the whole situation. She said the defense is suggesting the case suffers from racial bias. They bought her white. This is in quotations. They bought her white lies. They bought her big lies. These prosecutors brought prosecutors white lies. Her big lies, all her pretty white lies. Before everyone complains, yes, I get so. She's just adding her own commentary to it. Basically, she's saying that the defense is using the coming with the scope of racial bias, which I do think there's some racial bias and white tears attached to this situation. I think we all saw that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the cop showed up and automatically saw a black man and a white woman in distress and was like,
right.
Black man did it.
Right. Even if we want to go back to that 2002, her recording, right? Like, why are you recording him talk to you? You know what I'm saying? And then even it sounds like she's trying to cry in that recording. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like she knows what to do. The defense also adds Grace bends reality, and these prosecutors contort themselves to keep up. If you believe Grace, then despite Jonathan Majors telling her how dangerous it is for a black man to call the police in America, despite that, he beat her badly in the car. That was both in his own name, and then he called 911 on himself. This is what his lawyer is saying. If you believe Grace, then Jonathan caused these injuries, and then he told the 911 operator about her injuries, and then he told the cops who showed up at his apartment that they had an argument the night before. You probably have your own list of greatest lies that Grace has ever told you, but I want to end this nightmare for Jonathan now, immediately and as quick as possible. That's fake. Nothing she says makes sense. Nothing she says is medically possible, the attorney said. And I'm glad that she added the "it's just fake," because in those text messages that blew up the internet, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing that it started off with. It's just fake. Like, what is he saying? He's saying, now she saw the whole thread. We didn't get to see the whole text thread. You know what I mean? So is he saying, man, you out here just faking the phone? You know what I'm saying? Like,
pretty much.
You not finna run to the hospital, say some shit. They come back on me because I know this whole shit fake. You out here faking.
Right.
All this shit is fake.
Right. There's literally video evidence of you chasing this man through
Through New York City.
through New York at a full sprint. Ain't no way in the world I'm chasing no man who just put his hands on me. I would literally get back in the car and be like, take me to the nearest police station right
Yep.
now.
Yep. Or at least get away. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't report it, I'm finna get away from this situation.
Right. Like I'm
Take
not
me
and
to a
then,
hotel.
and then
Take me
after
here.
that,
Take
I'm
me
not
there.
even going to go and party and hang out after the fact. I literally, especially if he just put his hands on me.
Right. You just put your damn hands on me. We got problems, cuz. We got problems.
Yeah, but just this picture alone, just like
Yeah, they so
she looked like she do all the drugs.
she do. So I didn't know that during this picture, there's actual video right before this picture. This actual picture right here that's on screen occurs. She jumps in to take the picture when he was walking to go to a reporter, right?
Right.
And that's the look on his face, like, man, hurry up and take this goddamn picture and get off me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. I
and
mean, she looked like she had about 4 or 5
yeah,
drinks right before. She was
and
already sauced right there.
yeah, she was already a little saucy probably. And you know what I'm saying? For a while, she couldn't go out with him. She couldn't go to premieres and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you can't handle alcohol.
Right. So this, from what I understand, this premiere right here, which I think was for Devotion, she finally was allowed to, you know what I'm saying, come back out. And that's why she was so giddy. You know what I'm saying? Look at her face. She's like, yeah, standing by my man. And he like, man, what the fuck? This some bullshit. She already out here wild.
You ain't even famous, my
guy. All right, so then
I pushed her.
Yeah, should have pushed her. Where's the
no? Then we would end up where we at right now.
Yeah, right now. Majors wipes away tears. His fear what happens when a black man in America calls 911 came true, and now we're here. Priya Chaudhry said, "You are here to end this nightmare for Jonathan Majors." She says, while she was also choking up, "You are here to see what is obvious, what the evidence shows. Jonathan Majors is innocent." The defense finished its closing arguments, and I want to get the closing arguments from the prosecution. But I think those was good closing arguments. I wish they would have harped on that timeline of him getting there and her calling or texting her friend. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was in the house already and her not answering, then when they finally get in there, she's laid stiff as a board, looking foolish. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the craziest thing in the world.
Act like you passed out. At least lay your body right.
Right. At least.
Don't lay there light as feather, stiff as a board.
That's exactly what was in my, like, what you
doing? Playing the game?
Playing the game. Let me see. Can I find it real quick? Light as a feather, stiff as a board. You funny for that one.
I'm just saying that's how she was laying.
It is.
Who passes out with their arms right on their side? Just straight. Who does that? Nobody.
I'm talking about casket sharp around this joint.
Like, if you're gonna pass out, at least hit him with the hand right here on your forehead and the other arm just laying on your chest.
or look like you passed out. You look like you just laid down, went flat, and closed your eyes. You know what I'm saying? That shit is just wild to me. Why can't I find these? Oh, that's the defense again. Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure they had a whole bunch of hoopla to say.
It wasn't a good
closing statement.
No. What I don't like is, okay, this comes from Vulture. It says, during closing arguments, Jonathan Majors' lawyer blamed his accuser's ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari, for revenge partying, while the prosecutors focused on facts. They didn't have no facts to focus on, so I don't even know where that's even coming from. But I'm gonna go to their little and read from them. So during the closing statements, prosecutor Kelly Galloway told the jurors that this case boiled down to four words: control, domination, manipulation, and abuse. It don't bore down to that because that's not what he's charged for. He's not charged for being controlling, domination, or he's not even, you know what I'm saying? He's not charged for any of those things.
No, not at all.
He's not charged for that. So how can it boil down to that? She said that the trial is only about what happened the night in and outside the car. Well, if that's the case, why did y'all focus so much on
the text messages,
the other text messages? if you know what I'm saying, like, what are you talking about? She didn't want to report to law enforcement. She didn't call 911. No, she didn't. He did. But as soon as she got there, what did she say? Oh, where am I? What happened? Did he do something to me? Right there, she's saying that he, you know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? That she didn't want to report it. As soon as she saw some police, she was like, did he do something to me? Bitch, no. You laid here stiff as a board, light as a feather on your motherfucking back.
You thought he was going to come in and swoop in and kiss you because you was passed out. And he called the cops instead.
Right. Come on, man. She said there's nothing wrong with appreciating the fact that the defendant called 911. This case is the people of the state of New York versus Jonathan Majors. It is not Grace Jabbar versus Jonathan Majors. As for the scorned X theory, this is not consistent with the testimony that you heard, she argued. This is not a revenge plot to ruin the defendant's life, his career, to take anything away from him.
Lies.
All lies.
All the
lies. Events and injuries, Galloway said, were not consistent with the premeditated plan of revenge. What? She texted this man, I'm about to commit suicide. That sounds premeditated to me. Manipulative, whatever you want to call it, still premeditated.
She's trying to get that man to stay.
If anything, Jabbar's unwillingness to immediately say that Majors was the perpetrator was a testimony to her credibility. But she said that.
Mm-hmm.
She said that. And not only that, the police made her go the extra mile of saying he choked you, right? He choked you. What do you? Come on, man. Galloway did her best to dispel misconception about domestic violence and reporting abuse, as Jabbar was scrutinized by the defense for not being more straightforward with the police. When the defendant had behaved in a way that you are hearing previously in public, he had told her not to speak about it to anyone. It would ruin their relationship, Galloway said. Mr. Jabbar understood this. How did this impact her? Let me tell you why that's bogus. The relationship was over. Relationship was over. It's a breakup text.
Right. She the only one that didn't get it. She didn't get it. She didn't get it.
Relationship was over.
He been trying to break up with you, baby.
Yeah.
That night was the last straw.
The relationship was over. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about?
That night was the last straw. You can go ahead and exit.
Like, these motherfuckers are stupid. As for the defense claims that Jabbar was aggressive toward Mr. Major, she noted that nearly 2 years of that increasingly abusive relationship, how that could prompt a strong reaction over cheating. Her actions could not be taken in an isolated vacuum. No, you're right.
Wait, what?
It can't be taken in an isolated vacuum. They trying to say that this, her actions could not be taken in an isolated vacuum, saying that all the things culminating up to this point led to her, led to this situation. And yeah, you could say that, but at the end of the day, she got mad over the cell phone. She got mad over text message.
Right. Like,
I don't know.
Okay. Even if because we don't know what happened before this night, right? Even if he was abusive towards you, and you knew he was cheating, why would you chase an abusive man down the street? Like, if anything, you would get away from him. Man, he cheating on me and he beating me. Girl, no, get back in the car. We're going to my house.
Right.
We're going to my sister's house. We're going somewhere else where he ain't there.
Exactly.
None of what they saying is making sense. It don't connect. The dots ain't clicking.
Not only that, there was no signs of, people get drunk. I'm pretty sure she would have let something slip out to somebody. Nobody has come forward and said, yeah, man, I done seen him, get a little aggressive and do, you know what I'm saying? None of that. Nobody came forward to say that. All the, however many, remember Rolling Stone came out with the article saying, oh, we got all these people who said that he was this, that, and the third. Where they
when
at?
He was in college.
Where they at?
Okay, so what? He was an asshole. Okay, we got it. But there was no alleged abuse from anybody.
Right.
He was an asshole.
He was
Okay,
an
so
asshole.
what?
Yeah, and that's what it sounds like. Sound like he might just be an asshole and difficult. Difficult, you
Like
know what I'm saying? Depending on how you want to look at it, he's difficult. He's got a standard of if you want to be with me, these are the things that I'm putting out on the table.
Right.
Deal with it or not. If you don't want to deal with it, then fuck you, I'm gone.
If he had a history of being violent, trust and believe, we live in a society now where when one person come forward, they all come forward.
Yep, nobody came forward. Let's see. Was that it for the the defense closing tried to paint Jabbar as an unhinged drunk and said that Majors was the victim. Jonathan Majors is innocent and Grace is a liar, said Majors' attorney. Did I already go over that? Yeah, I did already go over that. So basically, both sides have rested, and now it's up to the jury to come back with their deliberation. And I will be doing verdict watch. We'll be waiting on what's going on with the verdict. Hopefully, we get something tomorrow.
2 minutes, walk in, walk out. Y'all done.
Yeah, I know, right? But hopefully, it'll be quick tomorrow. What do you got, Mika? What's happening? What do you see this outcome to be?
I mean, clearly, based on the evidence, all the evidence, this better not end in a hung jury, because everything is literally showing you that, like, she's not the victim.
Yeah.
Like, he literally, like, if he pushed her back in the car, that was because he was defending himself. I'm pretty sure she was beating his behind in the car, and he was trying to get away. He was trying to get away from her.
And she already said that I was hitting him.
See?
I snatched his phone. I was hitting him. Like, these are all the things that she said out her own mouth. We saw her accosting him as he was trying to run away.
She chased that man up 3 blocks.
She did. It looked like Von Miller trying to sack a quarterback. That's what it looked like. This is bad. I don't. Why? How did
if we lived in back in the day when there was no cameras everywhere, Jonathan Majors be in jail.
Oh yeah, nah, he'd
be in jail. He'd be
been done. This would have been
like this is an open and shut case.
Yeah, we wouldn't even heard about this. Well, he in jail for what? Don't worry about it.
Right. Don't even worry about it. So forget about it. I think that this is going to end up being one of those things where the jury is going to they're gonna lean with Jonathan. He's gonna be not guilty. And you know what I'm saying? And then I want Jonathan Majors to turn around and file a defamation suit against this woman.
Yes, against her. And I need him to sue the PR company that dropped him. The New York or the Manhattan DA. I need him to just anybody he can go after. Because they
NYPD. I'm coming for all y'all.
All y'all. I need everybody badge.
Everybody's
badge. You know.
I need your badge number and your pension. Run me that.
I'm taking it all. Run that. Run me that. Mr. YouTube says Variety and Rolling Stone are so unethical. This is clear bias. Yeah, man. And that's another thing that is really disturbing. That everybody, I mean, we just YouTubers. I'm not a part of the media. I'm not a journalist. You know what I'm saying? Everything I say on here is opinion based, right? But when you are supposed to be a reputable publication that's supposed to report the news, there shouldn't be, unless it's an op-ed, just report the facts.
Right.
Just report the facts.
Right.
Now, if you want to come out and say, written by such and such, this is the reason why I think Jonathan Majors might lose this case.
That's
then,
different.
right? Then do that. Do that. According to my opinion, these are the reasons why I think Jonathan Majors might lose this case.
Variety and Rolling Stone already stamped guilty on this man's head.
You stamping him guilty without even looking at the facts. You just saying, man, nope, this is and this ain't even a DV case. This is just an assault case.
Right.
A misdemeanor assault at that. They
See,
dropped every charge that they could because they knew they couldn't get him on that shit.
of course
This is just an assault. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying, of course they can't.
Yeah, that lets you know right there that they didn't have nothing. Didn't have nothing. But
Hey, let's get him for this. Can't do that. Ain't no evidence.
No evidence.
Can't do that. You didn't see the video of her chasing him?
Yeah. But like I said, this is just an assault case. Now, speaking of assault, because I'm, we'll be on the lookout for JM and the verdict. But